you see, I went to your profile and I see that even listen to you now, you are a man of faith. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I will tell you, me, I'm not. Okay. I used to be. Okay. I used to be, but I'm not. Okay. But I, like we just talked about, I don't discriminate because of you have faith. No
belief system.
Oh, I like. In fact, I tell my daughters all the time, if a church, a mosque, a synagogue, a Hindu temple invite me for any of their festivals, I'll be there. Yeah, I do, and I do. In fact, I've been invited to a Christmas party, which I'm gonna be in a few days. You know, so you talk about faith and family, okay, and you are a proud family man.
Yeah, I am.
Do you want to tell my audience a little bit about your family, if you want, your view on the place of family in a thriving society, what we are doing well and what we need to do better?
Okay, thank you. So I'll just go from faith to family, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I grew up thinking, I was born into a very Christian home, a Catholic home. My dad was a very staunch Catholic. And so he made sure we loved God. You know, while I grew up, I kind of felt that this God is fake, is an illusion. You know. But as I journeyed in life, I began to understand that there are unseen effects. After all our strategies, there are still these uncertainties, things that happen that are beyond our control.
Yeah.
So I sat down one day and I was asking myself, these things came to be, the galaxies, the universe. Somebody coupled them together. Something puts them, you and I can argue about what it is.
Yeah.
Say it came from this thing. That thing that it came from, who made that thing?
Okay.
It came from that thing. So when you begin to think about it, you will understand that there is an aspect of life that is bigger than explanation.
Okay.
And so I began to study these leaders, religious leaders, and I found that truly a lot of them left good value systems, business principles, success principles that so growing up, I began to study, I was penning down things, Bible wisdoms for business success.
Yeah.
There is literally no business principle you wouldn't find in the Bible. There's literally none.
Okay.
If you name any now, my head can remember. For example, delegation. Moses delegated.
Yeah.
And that's why you see people like Mans Moreau could be called to a business school to teach business principles, to get them from the scripture.
Yeah.
And so, but when your religion begins to hate another person, you have failed totally. I don't care how you preach it, you know. So I accidentally fell into faith when I eventually went to Kansas University, the Catholic University. You know, I saw myself there. I stopped going to church for 2-3 years. I will never enter a church. You ask me, I tell you that is going, how is your life better? You know, so, but for me, senses couldn't explain why I should jump at it. You know, but I'll tell you how mine happened.
Yeah.
I found myself in a group of young guys that are, modeling good behavior.
Yeah.
So I wasn't on campus. I was just the academic guy. I played the school team. I was the top 9, So I played the school football team. Then I organized events in school, and I was president of my department. I was smart. I was out there.
Yeah.
So I saw these guys. Then I noticed that as I got involved, I had platform to impact younger ones more.
Yeah.
To impact. So I was in 300 level. Younger boys were coming out. They were joining courts. So, at some point when I headed the campus group of the fellowship, so I will go after these guys that have joined court, talk to them, denounce them. I had a partnership with the university that helped absorb them and protected them from attacks from these guys.
Yeah,
so for me,
fellows, okay?
Yes. So for me, I saw a platform that gave me an opportunity to change lives. And I began that journey. And I can say that the totality of the better man that I am today is a function of those little values that the scripture teaches. And one of them is what you are talking about, respecting people's opinion, respecting people for their beliefs. You will never see Jesus attack. He will rather explain to you the importance of his own. And if you didn't like it, he will let you be. So there is currently a place called Apoduse in Abuja, where I am currently working with youths to help them. And the church gave me a platform to do that.
Yeah.
Then I love family.
Yeah, I do too.
Family. I believe family is everything.
Everything.
If we're going to have a sane society, it's going to begin with the family.
Yeah.
In fact, my belief in family is so strong that if I share it, which I'm going to share, you might think is extreme. I see the man in the family as the captain of the ship, and regardless, it should be the last. Don't always leave the ship, no matter what. No matter what. In the military, if a captain is driving and the ship is sinking and he jumps out, he will be court-martialed.
Of course. Yep.
So this is, first of all, is my foundation. I have a mentor, Dr. David Ogweli, who models marriage and has taught us the principles that, has made mine quite successful. So I've heard this thing over and over in America, that absent fatherhood is the real reason why you have the blacks in America end up in prison repeatedly. And it's like a system, it's like a system that repeats this thing. And when I hear somebody like Candace Owen, I don't know if you know her.
Oh yeah, I do.
Speak up. The blacks think that she's trying to attack them. But she is saying that a system is designed to force you into this thing. You've got to be wise not to repeat this process. Yeah. So when you take away family from a young man, you take away every moral example he has to live up to live for. Every compass he has to ride with life, you take it away from him. Yeah. And that's why, regardless of what I do, I make sure that my family is close. When my son closes from school, I pick him up. He stays in the office with me before my wife closes from work. He's learning. He sees the way I react to issues. Yeah. He sees the way I conduct myself. He sees the way, my dad told me, said, the legacy, say, there is something more than money as a legacy that you can leave for your children. It's a set of values. Yeah. That when they see, it has become their mirror. Yeah. The good book says, train up a child in the way he should go. There is a way a young man should go about life. In the way he should go. There is a way he should go. When you get it right, no matter what happens at his old age, he will not depart from it. In Igbo land, the way we are taught to go, Part of those parenting we get is hard work.
Yep.
As a man, one of those values we get from our parents is, as a man, you must provide for your family. One of those values we learn from parenting that we have received is, as a man, you must protect your family at all costs.
Yeah.
You must live your life building a legacy for them. And so I imagine most time, interestingly, my first son is 2 years old. I notice my wife is talking to him. He just doesn't do anything. But when I come and say, Yobana, do this, he looks at me and just does it. And my wife repeats this statement every time. The God that said marriage is between a man and a woman, he said he didn't make a mistake. Because you need two people to be able to balance. So while I'm masculine, I have less emotion like my wife.
Yeah.
He's going to learn the emotional parts and he's going to learn rational thinking from me. It's a balance. Marriage and family is a huge part of the society. And if family fails, if there is a ripple effect into the society and you experience a massive decadence in the society as a result of failure in family.
Wow. Chike, I tell you, I do agree with you. Everything. Okay.
You say now, it like that.
I'm not talking about the faith. I'm talking about the family. Okay. I agree
fine.
with you basically everything. Okay. See, when I talk on LinkedIn, certain people think so when I talk, people think I'm pro-Europe. I'm not. Okay. At the same time, I'm not anti-Europe. So I'm not pro or anti anything. Okay. Now, I'm pro family.
Good.
Okay. In fact, I'm pro extended family. I grew up with a lot of cousins, aunties, you know. I know basically my cousins, first cousins, second cousins, third cousins. You know, I love to mingle with my family. You know, and interestingly, we are everywhere. Okay, from Nigeria to Europe to America to Canada. You know, I'm very pro family. Unfortunately, the world is when I say not the world, but the value system in Europe, in the Western world, is doesn't look like it's pro family. Okay, and that's something I think we in Africa need to be conscious of. Okay, because I see those anti-family ideologies spreading, and I think we need to be conscious of it. Like you said, the foundation of society is family. And if we lose our family upbringing, we lose the society, and we need to be conscious of it.
Very true.
Yeah.